Shabbat Shalom and welcome to Israel Update. We are about to go to an incredible moment with Kim, looking back in time to where he was prophesying from the Sea of Galilee, and then you are going to hear from Doobie about everything that is going on in Israel right now. You don't want to miss either of these things. So we're going to a moment with Kim, and then we're going to an update from Doobie. Stay tuned.
When you think of Israel, you have to think of the miraculous. When you think of Israel, you have to think of pain. When you think of Israel, you have to think of victory. When you think of Israel, you have to think of injustice against them. When you think of Israel, you have to think of war. You have to think of the supernatural intervention of God. Is no doubt how this little nation has kept this reputation that though outnumbered, they will succeed, they will overcome. It's instilled in the DNA of Israel. Let me address you just for a few minutes, because when we get back there, the spirit of prophecy is hovering. He wants to talk about Syria. He wants to speak about Egypt. But more importantly, he wants to speak about the future and the youth of Israel and Ecclesia, the church, and what they are going to be doing. If you look at Israel, and you start right from Abraham, who was never the king of Egypt that threatened Abraham. He lied about his wife and said, of course, she said, you know, there's something I always tell my followers, and that is, your decisions make descendants.
Shalom, shalom, Shabbat shalom, Israel partners, and welcome to Israel. Welcome to the border between Israel and the West Bank. We are literally next to the border crossing, one of the border crossings of the West Bank, a place that every morning and every evening Palestinian workers are crossing into Israel. They have work certificates, they have licenses to work in Israel. They cross into Israel, and then in the evenings they cross back into the West Bank. This is like a crossing of peace, if you can call it like this. You know that the Israeli attitude is to try to provide jobs and you know, just to provide for even Palestinians that can come into Israel and work and make a living. You know that always the concept is that if you have something to lose, you know, you don't want to lose it, and people that can provide for their families, they're not going to be motivated to be involved with terrorism. So this is one of those crossings where people are entering. We are right next to Jerusalem. And not too far from here, on Sukkot, on the Feast of Tabernacles, the Israeli Special Forces were able to find a rocket launcher ready to be launched into Israel. We thought that this is a one-time case, and the person that was involved with this was arrested and taken into custody, and later on, you know, the Israeli Special Security Forces were interrogating and just following the group, the team of people that were trying after 20 years that no rockets were launched into Israel from the West Bank. They were able to intercept and find this guy, and we were sure that this is it. But
So everybody out there who loves and supports Israel, I'm encouraging you today to give into this nation and into the Jewish people. I want to read to you out of Luke 21, 1-4. It says this: As he looked up, Jesus saw the rich putting their gifts into the temple treasury. He also saw a poor widow put in 2 very small copper coins. I tell you the truth, he said, this poor widow has put in more than all the others. All these people gave their gifts out of their wealth, but she, out of her poverty, put in all she had to live on. Now, please don't hear what I'm not saying. I'm not saying go clear out your bank accounts and give everything away. That's not what I'm saying. I'm speaking here just for a moment about how there's a posture of this woman's heart that stopped Jesus in his tracks. As he was watching, he could see into everybody's hearts, and he was moved by this poor widow. He praised her for what it was that she did. And so wherever you're at, I'm encouraging you, if you haven't become an Israel partner yet, become one. We're supporting the nation of Israel. We're supporting the people of Israel. We're supporting the Jewish people. And so whatever it is that you're able to give with faith, trusting that God will multiply and that God will provide everything you need. There's a red link below your screen. You can click that. And for those of you that are not yet partners, I encourage you to become them. We've got a brand new teaching that's about to be released and launched called When Good People Fall, that I've done exclusively for the Israel Update Partnership, and that's going to be released very shortly, and you don't want to miss out on that. So if you haven't yet, become an Israel partner and give whatever it is that you're able to. As you are able to determine in your heart to give, let it be done with cheerfulness and gratitude that everything that we have in our hands comes from God himself. So God bless you guys, and we'll see you next week on Israel Update.
My name is Jane Clement, and I am the president of the House of Destiny Network.
My name is Donna Clement Petrushka, and I am the vice president of the House of Destiny Network. My dad used to have a thing called $5 in your face offering. And he did that because he understood that sometimes people might be sitting there saying, well, I only have a little bit to give. But I often use the analogy of a car engine. You know, everybody feels like maybe they're not too important, or maybe their little part they're playing is small, or what can I do as I see these things going on around me? And you may think that that's a little bit, but it's a huge amount when we come together and support one another. And so just as little as $5 can help us with our missions. It can help us with just keeping these prophecies, all these prophecies that came through my dad, coming to you. And it takes quite a bit to be able to find it and edit it and present it. And so there's a whole staff of people that work very, very hard to make sure that we can get this information to you. And it is vital in this season because of what was prophesied. And so, again, you may feel that $5 is not much, but it's something. And then you are a part of something and a part of doing something where you may feel like it's, you know, there's nothing you can do. There is something you can do. You can support the people who God has put at the front lines, who are actively making a difference.
I first met Kim in 1978. The price of gold back then was $200 an ounce. Today, it's gone up to $2,000 an ounce.
I can tell you inflation is a real thing because in a very short period of time, just living in the state of Tennessee, I had moved from California. I could see the difference when I moved here, just in the grocery store, and since 2020, the way prices have risen, it's not much different than when I lived in California now.
To schedule a consultation with Beverly Hills Precious Metals, go to bh-pm.com and make an appointment today.
One thing about Mike Lindell, and this is going back to many, many years, we like to support people like him because, number one, he's a Christian in the marketplace, which is something that my dad not only prophesied a lot about, but really truly believed in. And so for many years, our ministry has supported Mike Lindell for being a Christian, but also supporting one another. It makes us stronger against those big tech people who are backed by billions of dollars, that together we can make a difference and get a message out there.
By using the promo code Kim Clement, you're not only supporting Mike Lindell, but you're also helping us reach the unreachable, touch the untouchable, and reach the world with the gospel.
This was sacred to God. This is exactly why I need some action from my people. Hello, everybody. It's an honor to be with you.
Over 40 years ago, Kim and I embarked on a ministry journey that has now become a global network through the power of the internet. As part of this pioneering work, we are gathering people from all over the world to worship together, grow in our faith, and inspire hope through an uplifting message. We are dedicated to reaching out with God's message of hope and love to all without discrimination or judgment. We invite you to join our House of Destiny free membership that allows you to connect with members from around the world. Through our prayer wall, you can post your requests and have others join us in prayer. It's so powerful when the saints gather and believe for a breakthrough. We invite you to join today. Simply click the online church login and sign up. Partnerships are vital to our global outreach, enabling us to take the love and hope of Jesus Christ to those who need it most. Our Boots on the Ground Partnership Program physically ministers to those in desperate situations all over the world. The Israel Partnership furthers Kim's legacy of outreach to Israel and Jewish people worldwide. We invite you to become a partner today. We are here for you, and we have worked hard to provide the resources and tools to help you grow in your faith. Join us today and be part of a community that inspires hope, brings restoration to life, and often healing from the past. Together, we can make a difference, and we thank you for your ongoing support.